Hello, Dominic from BMT Spain with an exercise for the topspin serve that I use with my players. We will check out 2 points today, the hand motion and the body position. And here we start with the hand motion, which in technical terms is actually going from radial to ulnar deviation, which will go over into the flexion. So we practice this by just making the hand motion 1, 2, 3 times. We bring it behind the neck, so we also have the extension of the underarm going over in that throwing motion. For this exercise I'm using a medicine ball, but you can also use a normal football or volleyball to do this exercise. But it's the idea of making that wrist or hand motion. You go 1, 2, 3, you bring it back, and then you throw it like a football player will throw a ball into the game. So here you can see that the hands are in a bad position. She needs to be more on the side of the ball, and she has to use more the hands and then the throwing action. So here we see that she is already a little better using the hands and then the throwing motion. Yeah. It's also a little bit coordination. And again, here you can see the hands are in a bad position. It's not a basketball, it's a throwing action of the football, and I have to help her to make that right movement to get the hands in a good position so she feels that wrist or that hand motion. And now going back, you could see that she's trying to use her body to look for power, but this is the second exercise. So this exercise we do about 3 minutes, and then we go over into that body position. So now we will go to the second part, the body position. So the exercise, the 1, 2, 3, we will always do, but we will now take our position that we will take when we are going to serve, and from there we will try to take the position we need, which is a line between the knee, the hip and the shoulder. So again the 3 times, and then you take the position, and from there we are going to throw. So the position is not sitting like you can see here, but you want the line between the knee, the hip and the shoulder. Try to make that a straight line, so you don't have like this, you don't bend your back, which is dangerous for injuries, but you want to have a straight line if possible between the knee, the hip and the shoulder, and this will also help you to keep control, to staying longer sideways, and just so you can actually throw the ball. And it will also help you push the legs and like this, and it's like your body is making that whipping motion, so also a acceleration of the body. So this is a bad position, so I have to correct that position. So here you will see again it's some kind of coordination, but this is the point. She has to take the position, voila, the stance, and now making that line. So if you do this throwing action well or getting in that position, you should be able to hold your balance. If you can't hold your balance, it means you have a bad position. And here I'm demonstrating, if you have that position, you should be able to stay balanced. You have to stay a few seconds in that position, and that means you have a good position, that the weight is divided and you can push up from there. So also again, this exercise you do 2-3 minutes, and then you can start to serve like this. So really focusing on the hand motion. You can also serve if you want in that throwing motion, so also using your left hand like I'm doing here, yeah, and making that actual throwing motion, yeah, and then you can start to focus also a little bit more on the legs like I'm doing here, so you take that position and then you serve. So the hand motion and the body position for that topspin serve. And this is the body position that I'm looking for with my players. I drew some lines, so this is the angle. If you have this position, you will have a great throwing motion, you will have a good topspin serve. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.